Be grateful for difficult problems you're working through right now. So many business owners wish their problems were easier, but that isn't the right mindset to have. Most people hit resistance in their business and immediately frame it as a bad thing. This is hard, I can't figure this out, why isn't this easier? And the moment that mindset kicks in, they start questioning the business itself. They start thinking, maybe they picked the wrong model, maybe this industry sucks, maybe they're not cut out for it. And that's the exact opposite way you should be thinking about it. Because here's the truth, if a business is easy, everyone is going to do it. And if they're not doing it right now, they will be very soon. Let's use dropshipping as an example. When dropshipping first became popular, everyone jumped into it. Why? Because it was easy. They didn't need inventory, you didn't need a warehouse, you didn't need logistics. All you needed was a laptop, a website, and some ads. That's it. There was no moat. And because there was no moat, the barrier to entry was basically zero. So what happened? Everyone entered the market. And when everyone can enter the market, competition explodes. Margins get crushed, ads get expensive, products get commoditized. And suddenly the easy business isn't easy anymore. This happens every single time. The easier something is to do, the easier it is for other people to compete against you. Now here's the mindset shift I want you to internalize. When you're facing a hard problem in your business, that pain is not a sign you're doing something wrong. It's a sign you're building something worth defending. Because once you solve that problem, every single person who wants to compete with you now has to solve that same problem. They don't get to skip it, they don't get to shortcut, they have to go through the exact same pain you just went through. And most people won't. That's the moat. And when I talk about a moat, I'm not using some abstract business buzzword. I mean a literal moat. Like think about a castle. Back in the day when castles wanted to protect themselves from invaders, they dug massive ditches around the entire thing and filled them with water. That meant if you wanted to attack the castle, you couldn't just walk up to the wall, you had to cross the moat. And yeah, there was usually like a bridge, but when that bridge was up, good luck. Now you're swimming through water, trying to climb a wall while people are shooting arrows at you, throwing shit at you, dropping rocks on your head. It's a nightmare. That's what a real moat does. It doesn't make competition impossible, it just makes it very painful. Every hard problem you solve in your business makes the moat deeper. More water, more distance, more friction. Throw some alligators in there if you want to, right? This is why you should actually enjoy hard problems in business. Not because they're fun in the moment, but because they're protective. If something is hard for you, it's also going to be hard for everyone else. And that means fewer competitors will ever make it through. That's why when you're deep in something difficult, you should almost feel grateful because it means you're building something people can't easily copy. I'll give you a real example for one of my own businesses. I'm building an AI voice agency called Team Follow-Up AI. It's hard. We've built our own software, we've built our own prompting systems, we've built our own Stripe integration so clients can rebuild their customers for the minutes that AI is using. None of this is simple. Team Follow-Up AI builds AI voice agents for agencies and businesses. So if someone wants to compete with us, they don't just need a landing page. They've got to figure out the entire software. They need to figure out the prompting systems. They need to handle the integrations. They need to make it all work together reliably, just like we do. That's not something most people are willing to do. That difficulty is the moat. And this doesn't just apply to your product. Your moat also includes your funnels, your acquisition systems, and your sales process. For example, maybe you're struggling to find an offer that actually converts. That process can be brutal, but once you figure it out, you get a head start. The problem is with that is that offers and funnels are visible. People can easily funnel hack you. They can see your headline, they can see your promise, they can see your guarantee. So when you find something that works, you need to rip the shit out of it. Go hard, because competitors will copy it fast. You've seen this happen in the agency space, right? First it was, I'll run ads for you, and that worked fine. Then it was, I'll specialize in med spas. Then it was, I guarantee you 20 leads. Then it was, I guarantee you 20 leads in 20 days. Then it was, I guarantee you 20 appointments. And then it was, I guarantee you 20 appointments in 20 days. Then it was 20 shows in 20 days. Same offer, same structure, just slightly more aggressive promises. This is what happens when something's easy to observe and easy to copy. There's no long-term moat there. There's a temporary edge, a short head start, but it doesn't last. And that's, like I said, in particularly talking about funnels and the front end of the process, the front end modes, right? And obviously to actually be able to fulfill on these kind of promises, you need to have strong systems, which is your moat. But what I'm trying to say is that your offer on its own is not a strong moat. Anything on the front end cannot be a strong moat because it's easily copied. The strongest moats are the ones no one can see. For example, let's say you've got a system for testing creatives. No one can see inside your ad account. If you built a process that lets you test faster, iterate faster, and kill losers quicker, that's a massive competitive advantage. Your creative production system on its own can be the advantage, right? That's a system, that's a moat. So your actual creative production system, even though it is kind of front end, no one can actually see into it, and therefore that is a moat. It's obviously way more powerful than an offer that everyone can see on the headline, right, or on the landing page. And if you've built a team of editors, videographers, and designers that can pump out creatives faster than anyone else, you'll find the winners before they do. They don't know how you do it, they just see the result. That's a real moat. And solving those problems takes time. But once you solve them, everyone else either has to solve the same problem or operate inefficiently, well, more inefficiently than you do, right? Either way, you win. Another example, look at what's happening with robotics. Elon Musk is building Optimus robots through Tesla. How many real competitors are there? 2, 3, maybe 4? Why? because the problems they are solving are insanely hard to solve. And the same thing's going on with the space race right now. SpaceX dominates because the technical challenges are brutal. There's Blue Origin, which is Jeff Bezos' company, and that's basically it, right? Or NASA, that's a government-funded company, right? The difficulty of the problem limits the competition. That's not an accident. Now bring this back to agencies and service businesses. Maybe you're trying to build a new AI system. Maybe you're working with roofers or kitchen remodelers. Let's say you build a system where someone uploads a photo of their kitchen or roof, and AI automatically can take that picture, rebuild a new kitchen, and actually send the photo back to them, right back to the lead. Really powerful. That's going to get that agency who uses that way more booked appointments, gets the leads more excited, and gets more show-ups. But figuring that out isn't easy. It might take you months. And that's the point. Once you solve it, it becomes your competitive edge. It becomes part of your moat. Your competitors either have to build the same thing or accept worse results. Most won't build it. So here's the takeaway. When you're facing problems in your business, stop wishing they were easier. They're hard because they matter. They're hard because they protect you. And every hard problem you solve makes it harder for someone else to take your place. That's not something to complain about. That's something to lean into, because the businesses that win long term aren't the easiest ones. They're the ones willing to solve the problems everyone else avoids. And if you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe so you can see more content like this, and I'll see you on the next one.